All right, we are back. Okay, let's push this industrial environment. Okay. All these wooden props, they're going to go to another village. So here I'm gonna have this kind of catwalk around this area. I'm gonna push this here. But the most important part right now is to figure out the center of this. I want a lot of pipes and like big structures here. So this is the part I want to figure out. I'm gonna unlock this. I think I have some other props around here. Okay, so let's see. It will be nice to have like something very big in the center. Going to make a group from this. Nice. Then I'm gonna place this right in the center. Make it like huge. All this wood, I think I'm just gonna move right now. I want this wood. Hola, hola. I want to move this thing somewhere here. Gonna leave it there for now. I'm gonna make it a group. I'll figure out where to place it. I'm gonna make it here in the center. Something very big, like this. Then I would like to have some kind of catwalks around it. Not sure about this piece. But some of these will be nice to have. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get just straight pieces for now. And then I will figure out all the handrails and stuff. Something like this. I'm gonna go from here. Into the main structure. Something like this. It's probably too big. on here I want to get one of those corner pieces. We have those, and we have these, which I think is the same. Yeah, I think there might be the same. Nice. Okay. I want to see how close can I get this structure to the actual catwalk. That's pretty close. Okay. Okay, perfect. This is going to have a lot of pipes and cables and very cool stuff. Yeah, these ones I'm not sure. How to snap them right, but this one snaps to 50 units, which is awesome. right there. I think I made it too short. Yep. I think it goes one more like this. Uh-huh. Sweet. Awesome. This is gonna look crazy. Wanna make it feel like Metal Gear Solid, like a bunch of catwalks everywhere, a lot of verticality. This might not be the angle. In that case, I guess I need to Okay, we're getting to half of it. Okay, okay, I think I need to get one module. Might be this one. Hopefully that's the same. Yes. Same size. I think I put it wrong. Maybe not. Might as well just get this material. Oh, it's a trim sheet. Oh no, everything's good, okay. Okay, so here I'm gonna get to the half. Which is actually not the half. So I guess I should probably try to duplicate this and get it on the other side and see if it matches. Oof, no. I don't want to ungroup this, I want to remove from group. So when I come back here, all of this I can lock, nice, into one group. Alright, I'm gonna open the door a little bit. Oh, it's getting too hot. Having two computers in one room. Getting way too hot. Alright, let's continue. So I think I'm gonna get this and push it a little bit. to the center. And the center, I think it's right there. Okay, gonna make a group, hide. Then I'm gonna hide this. And see if we can make this a group. When it comes to the selection of things, if you see the other frame of your viewport selected in yellow, it means that you are selecting something outside your viewport. In this case, the ultra dynamic sphere. So you need to go control click to unselect it. Let's make a group from this and H, and we missed one little thing, so control H to unhide. Let's get this one regrouped, control G, and now I can come here and duplicate this. The pivot point might not be in the center, most likely not, but it's very close enough. I'm gonna try to snap to 1, see if I can find the connection. Up, snap, almost. Since the pivot point is a little bit far away from my camera, it's going to be a little bit tricky, but I know I need to move it 1 point to the left. You can also hold shift to make it move a little bit slower. I'm still missing that point, so I think I could probably just make it manually. Here with the numbers, oh, it's a group, so it does not allow me to do this because it's calculating. We don't have a pivot point for all of them. Oh. Oh my god, this is funny. Okay. Still missing that little piece right there. Up, I think I got it close enough. Then I can just push it to the right. Close enough. It's okay. Alright, we got this hexagon kinda cool shape right there. Now I wanna make sure that it actually goes close enough to this structure without actually going through, so gonna be a little hard. I will need to The question is this actually... This might not be aligned properly. The question is, how can I find the center of this structure? Let's make it one group. So we have a point right there. That's the center. To find that location, I think I need to... I don't really want to merge it. I appreciate it. Yeah, making this swampy industrial environment. So I'm figuring out the catwalks. I really want to have a bunch of kind of like Metal Gear Solid catwalks around. And now I'm figuring out the center point of this. It's a group, so we have multiple locations. Oh, there's one way I can do it. Might not be the smartest thing to do, but I think might get it. Yeah, something like that. That's what I had in mind. Sometimes in my office job I need to rig vehicles, and we need to find very specific pivot points. So what I do is kind of like create a little box which is kind of like small enough so it snaps to that point. The thing is that I need to figure out the center of this. So well, we can do it the same way, I think. Just going like this. If we push this box to the end, exactly where this line ends, and this line ends, we should get the perfect center between them. Or at least like very close. And then I'm gonna push this to the other end. Kinda ridiculous. But this should work. And here, I will realize that, oh, this is not a perfect hexagon. Or double check, am I moving in world position or object? I think I need to move in object. Nope, this is not a... perfect hexagon. I might just merge it and mirror the thing. If I move in object, it's the same because it's, yeah. Okay, object and world is the same thing. Yeah, I think I might just merge it and mirror. Probably this the safest. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, I needed to ungroup this. Oh, I totally forgot about this. Usually it tells you there's like a check you need to check for all assets, but messed up right there. Um, but yeah. Oof, it's gonna be too many pieces. Oops. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, the mirroring tool is very good. Like, I need to use more the mirroring tool, especially when dealing with like 45 angle pieces, like these ones, for example. It's very important for them to be like symmetrical, especially for man-made structures. It's just way easier. Oh crap, I think I messed up right there. Oh my god, this is gonna take a while. Shit. We have like 100 pieces. If I hit cancel, I don't know what's going to happen. Actually, let's see what happens. Oh, still, yeah. It's not gonna allow me to, yeah, exit this window. So yeah, when you have a group, you don't want to merge it. You want to put it in a folder on group, so you don't need to go through this thing. Yeah, sometimes it gives you a checkbox and you can delete all the assets in the group, but for this one, I think when you turn a group into a level instance, it gives you the checkbox, so you hit it and it deletes all the pieces in the group. But for the modeling tools, I think it's different, or maybe I missed the checkbox, I don't know. Yeah, I messed up with this one. Thankfully, it's not that many pieces because I've done this with like too many pieces. I just needed to kind of like, you know, sit here and watch like a YouTube video or something, like just clicking for like half an hour. And I don't know if I save this, so I don't really want to close the project. Yeah, I messed up a little. The problem with this is that I will lose also the pivot point from each individual module, and then if I need to build on top of it, it's gonna be difficult. I'm not sure, should I restart the project? Yeah, I think I might. No, it's okay. Let's just go with it. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh. Too many loose pieces. Yes. Okay. 1 hour later. Okay. Jesus. Okay. That was a little ridiculous, but okay. It looks pretty no, it's not symmetrical. I see. Mirror. Shift to center. No, it's not symmetrical, I can see. Okay, so here we need to do a couple of mirrors. We need to mirror on for this to be perfect. I think we need to go into left. Then we need to go into right. Shift to center. And I think we need to do just in case forward, shift to center. And we need to do backwards, shift to center. I think now we got a perfect hexagon. Okay, let's check. Wait, before doing this, check, I need to go to X form, edit pivot, center. It doesn't seem like a perfect hexagon. No, I can see it's not. To be honest, it doesn't need to be. Oh, we need to mirror on 45 degrees, I think. If I mirror in 45 degrees, it might. What is this piece right here? Anyways, in this case, just gonna get that point, put this in the center, and just gonna make sure that it actually doesn't touch any of these. Yep, it works. Yeah, not gonna complicate myself too much. And I'm going to put it here. Yeah, there's no need to go into that rabbit hole. These are not straight as well. Um, this one can go somewhere here. That's kind of funny, man. You haven't seen me doing any character rigging, so what makes you think that I do character rigging? There's a lot of good tutorials out there. Wow. Wow, it took a while to load. And there's a lot of good tools on rigging. It's way easier than before. Oh, these catwalks are very tiny. Oh my god. Very tiny. Ay. These are very tiny. Was not expecting the character to be so big. Yeah, I did this one. This is actually a 3D scan of a toad that I found on Sketchfab, and I made a rig in Maya, and then got a control rig in Unreal. It was very tough, to be honest. I spent like 5 days or something just dealing with this thing, and just to make an idle pose. Yeah, it was tough, to be honest. But I do want to get more into control rig stuff, because I do have a lot of characters that I would love to animate. I mean, they come with some animations already, but I kind of wanna. Hey Theo, how's it going? Yeah, I really like that toad. It's very funny. Yeah, I think I might need to do a double go around. Oh, what is this thing right here? Is this part of... Oh, nice. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, I'm really trying to push this industrial area. I want like a lot of catwalks. I want like these towers to have lights spinning around, like, you know, like prison kind of lights that go like... My dog has been barking a lot. It's usually very quiet, my dog. Okay, we need to adjust the scale of this thing. I have so many materials here. What's going on? This one is the shiny one. Let's make it a little shiny. Okay, let's see. No, I need... Well, let's make just a copy of that one. Okay. There you go, that's the one I want. Hey Nico, how is it going? Objects as lights. It uses less memory. Nice, I need to check that out. Yeah, there's this other tutorial on tiling that I need to check. I want to see how it works on concrete. It should work nicely on concrete. This material, it's super strange. It's supposed... Oh, what is this shadow thing? Is this nanite? Yes, it is. Okay. Some buggy shadows. Because, yeah, I got a lot of repetition here, which I don't want. I want to test these pipes that I got. Wow, too many assets. Too many assets here. I think I'm not gonna add more assets. I have too much. It's becoming too much. I cannot even remember. Maybe cables. Okay, I think this is part of the pack. It says nanite, low poly, wires and pipes, meshes, nanite. There you go, we got some pipes. Let's see how big can I make these pipes. Oh, they're not that big. Let's see how much can we push them. Yep, something like that. Yeah, the smart thing here will be to actually get one of these modules, work it nicely, and then we can just repeat it without the need to do it everywhere. But it would be very cool to have something like this one. Copy all properties, paste all properties. And this is not the angle I need. Is this the angle? This could be the angle. Almost. I mean, it could work if I go like this. Yeah, that's the angle. Nice. That's kind of cool. Just need to make sure that this ends perfectly here and here. Now I can just copy this location and paste it, and it should snap. And this should end right there. Do we have something like that? We have shorter ones. Can't wait to work on these sewers. The sewers are going to be super cool. Okay, this one, it's almost there. These things, since they are like man-made, you don't really want to stretch them because it's very noticeable. You can get away with a tiny little bit. I will say that it will be very hard to notice here. So I think I might just try to stretch it until it reaches that line, so we can snap to the next piece. Usually you don't really want to stretch things because it messes the texture and proportion and everything, but nice. Now we can just copy that stuff all around. Yeah, we do have some stealth mechanics here. Yeah, I'm reaching that point where I need to see some progress, because I've been stuck in the making the map for too long, which I do enjoy a lot, but I'm trying to make something like interactable. I want to actually shoot some enemies and make some quests and actually add some, make all my characters actually interactable and stuff. So I do need to move forward, because the number one motivator, the thing that actually fuels the project, it's just progress. If you see progress, you get motivated to continue, and that's what I've learned through, you know, my artistic career, let's say. When you're working on personal projects, you do want to see progress as much as possible and as fast as possible, and you need to step away from perfectionism. You just need to become like a kid and just make ugly drawings, but enjoy those drawings. And sometimes they're very, very cool, like, because you can tell that you enjoyed making them. And that magic, like, you lose that magic when you grow up, because you are like, oh, this doesn't look right, oh no, this is not perfect. So going back to that mindset of just like that flow of a child, it's so hard. But I think that's how you get the best work, because you can always come back and polish and make things look very, very nice. It's kind of like the mindset I want to develop. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, exactly. If you're not having fun, it really defeats the whole purpose of what you're doing. That's it. You said it right there. Basically, it really defeats the whole purpose of why you got into 3D and why you're doing what you're doing. Sometimes you do need to endure and go through like very painful processes, like rigging or whatever, or figuring bugs or doing blueprints. But it is very rewarding when you actually get it right or figure something out. But yeah, you definitely need to have that balance between making things fun and seeing progress. Okay, I really like the yellow color there on the pipes. Okay, let's push this a little bit. Okay, let's push this a little bit. This thing here, I'm not sure about this platform. We have this bunch of lines here, and this is gonna cause this very, I don't know how to call this effect, but when you have a lot of lines together, you have this very distortion effect. I made a project in my university about this effect, but we don't want that in video games. It's not pleasing to look at, and it might be also just taking a lot of performance to calculate all those little lights. That's my guess. So I'm just gonna come here and see if we can generate polygroups from connected trees, and I want to get rid of those lines. It might look very cool if you have some kind of liquid underneath and stuff, but it's just too much. We need like a bigger grid. So let's see if I can select this, deselect that, and deselect all of this, and this, and let's see if we got it. Yes, because this looks like some kind of like treatment facility, but I actually want to get rid of that. Nice. It does look like a water draining facility or something. Let's see, how is this called? Industrial decanting platform. Some kind of filter stuff. Filtering thing. For some reason, my project, it's starting to get very... It takes a long time to leave modeling mode. I've been noticing that lately. Not sure why that is. Alright, now we can actually play some interesting things in here. what do I have here? Is that a light? Yeah, this is some kind of light that we had before. I mean, like, this environment is just very packed. Like, if I get this to run, that I'll be very proud. Okay, so all right, it's time just to start placing some stuff. I don't know what the height is here, but actually, yeah, before doing this, it's actually good to see what kind of stairs we have. So this is going to be the height. The smart way to do this is actually make little modules and merge them together, so you don't need to actually figure out the hand railing and stuff, and then you get like maybe less work to do. But kind of want to just see if it works. Okay, so we cannot have the stairs here because there's no way to move around. Okay, I need to actually get myself a couple of the cool thing about catwalks is that it really gives scale to the environment, because stairs are the probably number one indicator of scale. You know how big the steps need to be, right? Like they cannot change too much, so you kind of like, you know how big a structure is just because of the stairs. Doors and windows, they can change, but stairs usually are always the same height. So that's a great indicator for scale. And when you see like these super huge industrial structures with a lot of catwalks, it's like, oh damn. You can really tell the size. Yeah, I want to make it double all around, and I probably should have done this before duplicating the thing. Here's where maybe having like a very clever PCG graph could definitely get this done. But again, making the PCG graph takes some effort. There's these PCG extended tools that I need to play with. I would like to have some like procedural caves that that you can go into, and they're always different. Or maybe sci-fi sci-fi corridors. Maybe like there's a big ship that just crashed into the planet, and then you go inside, and it's just like this labyrinth of sci-fi corridors. Basically, your typical kind of like dungeon generator, but sci-fi, which is the same thing, just squared corridors. We don't want to stretch that much. We probably just want to copy this and then make it smaller. That's gonna be less noticeable. Level spawning. Level spawning. Do you mean one of those blueprints that are always different? Okay, let's get this one. Yeah, I've been really thinking about nice. Yeah, I think that's very cool. Like for dungeons and like things like that, I think that will be very awesome. Maybe not for the whole game, right? Like, but for very specific areas that you need to go into, I think that will be cool. Like for caves. Yeah, there's this this was okay. There's this new RPG engine. I'm using the RPG engine template, and there's this new update that allows you to swim and stuff. Really wanna make some cool underwater stuff. I think you cannot fight underwater. But that's okay. Can definitely make some kind of like cave or sewer system where you need to like kind of like get into the water, hold your breath, or maybe have like a special mask. And then you need to run away from these water creatures. Yeah, swimming is super cool. Like I think just the thing that really sold me the RPG template was the um, like the parkour things, being able to mantle and vault and do those things. I think that it's just so nice, like being able to traverse. I was also thinking of adding climbing. I talked to a friend who knows more about the topic, and um, it was no so easy. It was not so straightforward. So we asked for help to the developer of the template, and since they're friends and stuff, he got swimming in there for us. Because he also knows that a lot of people will also like swimming. But now that I think about it, I don't really need climbing, to be honest. I think I'm very happy with the vaulting, and now we have the ability to like jump on an edge and grab from the ledge. So I think that's good enough. We also have ladders, so I think I got everything so far. The only it's not an issue, but the only thing that concerns me a little bit is the fact that the template is very fresh, so it's getting a lot of updates, which is great, but at the same time it's like since I don't really want to get into the gameplay because I know I will need to be updating things. For example, now I'm using like a very old version of the template, and there's been like a lot of updates, like a lot. So, and every time I check the Discord, there's like a new fix or something else that I need to kind of like implement. He also releases the latest version with all the fixes already there, but I will need to like move my NPCs and move my character and my retargeter, and it's kind of like I think I just need to jump in there and just update. And it's super cool because I have this there's this other guy in the Discord that it's very, his game is like very advanced, like what's the word, it's almost finished, so he's testing like a lot of end game features, like, so it's super cool because he's finding like a lot of little things that maybe people who are starting are not thinking about, so it's super nice. All right, almost there. Oh. Okay, cool. Now we have double. And I think I can put my staircase somewhere. Like this. Oh, okay. It does not go like that. Okay. It's okay. Let's just put it here. And I think I'm gonna make a double. Alright, so now I need to somehow select all of this. Okay, select all of that, and I need to this might not. Might not fit in there. Well, I think it actually, yeah. Nice. Okay, we got that. Sweet. Nice. Now we have a double. Okay, looking pretty cool. Okay, now I need to make this one group. This should probably go like here. And we need more space for this to, for the character to be able to actually get in there. So I think these two. I'm gonna get rid of these two. Nice, I think that's enough space for the character to go in there. 1 and 2. Nice. Here, this one also. Gonna close. Cool. And I think we have another gap right there. So it's this and this. These two, they go back to 1. Nice. Okay, and here we got another gap. Wow, this is super hard to select. And we have some stuff a little bit higher. Oops. Okay. Nice, nice. Now I'm starting to get that industrial feeling of catwalks. Bunch of catwalks everywhere. Alright, let's see what we got here. Yeah, I was playing Forever Winter, and I really liked the idea of having a lot of small maps that you can travel to. For optimization purposes, I think it's a very smart thing to do. Because I mean, the idea of an open world is also very cool. Just like being able to walk everywhere, but the problem is like making that open world actually detailed enough and like dense enough. It's a lot of work, and it requires even a lot more optimization. Okay, now now it's a nice size for this. She's super tall, like she's like 2 meters 20 or something, taller than the UE mannequin. Oh, barely. She can barely make it. Oh, almost there. Yeah. I think I might, yeah, make it a little taller. So I don't think I'm gonna have characters bigger than. Well, maybe. I wanna use this Crunch character from Paragon, which is like this huge robot. So that's another thing. I can push this up. One more. And I don't think it's gonna go through here. I mean, anyways, the character sphere is one thing, and the actual mesh is another one. So I think if she goes through, all the other characters should be able to go through. Alright, let's just push this. Okay, is this part of... Let's make it cloudy a little bit to start getting into the swampy mood. Is this part of the other group? If I go group lock... Oh, perfect, this is its own. So, let's select here and go up again. There you go. Nice. The cool thing about this, if I had like perfect hexagons, I should be able to go 45 and match here. So it goes in a spiral staircase. But I don't have that, so I might just keep it like this. How are we dealing with the stairs? They're outside. Okay, which doesn't make sense. You're not supposed to have this outside. I believe they go into the main beam. Then the supporting beams to hold this structure also need to make sense. I think that's a great approach. Making like little pieces that you can reuse and then just reuse them. I mean, making games it's super hard. Making games alone, it's also super hard. But if you really think about it, like, I mean, you're using a computer that somebody else made, with an operating system that somebody else made, with a game engine that somebody else also made. So you actually are not making games alone. If you think about it, you're using tools from other people, assets, and a lot of things from other people. So the idea of making something totally from scratch, Um, Probably not possible. But yeah, making games is hard for sure. Absolutely. I think what makes making games so hard, it's the fact that uh, keeping a small scope, like, that's the hardest thing, I believe. You want to add everything and you want to do everything, and that's what really kills most projects, because it's tough. It's tough to define a scope and stay within that scope. Make something very tiny and simple. It's super hard. You want to always like make it bigger and add more things, and then it becomes very overwhelming and people just quit, you know. um, I think that's the hardest thing to really know what you want to make. That's probably the hardest thing. Yeah. Yeah, those are hard questions to answer, to be honest. That's why making your game design document is important. Maybe not super ultra detailed like some people recommend, or like the templates that you might find online, but really having like a clear idea of what you want to do. Um, Also, I think like working with a template. Yeah, you could say I'm an environment artist. I'm a 3D generalist. I went to university to learn 3D animation, and um, so I know modeling, texturing, um, a little bit of the whole pipeline. But I got into environments a while ago, and I always made like very pretty pictures, like you know, setting up a camera and making like something look nice. But now I want to make something like interactable, something that I can like move around and do things. And I want to see how much can I push the engine to make a like a big environment. This is not like super huge map. This is a 5 kilometers 5 kilometers long, 2 kilometers wide. It's not the biggest map, but it's very dense. Like I have a lot of little areas, underground areas. There's a desert town, there's some industrial area, there's an underground area here, and I want to see if I can make something look very cool and interact with it. Control rig use. Um, do you mean if I have used Control Rig? People are asking a lot about Control Rig lately. I made this little frog, toad character, from a 3D scan I found, and I basically posted, got it from 4 legs to 2 legs, using the Blender Pose Sculpt tool. And then I put this I sent this to Maya and I made a little rig, and I got a super, okay, well, that's a little, so I baked the textures from, I made a C remesher, just a quick retopology, very, automatic retopology, baked the textures in Blender from high poly to low poly, then made a rig in Maya, then made a control rig in Unreal, and I got this little toad. it was a long and painful process, to be very honest. I got the little belt and the pose, and I made an idle animation, and oh my god, so much work. I just want AI to get better so it can really speed up these processes, because it's kind of interesting. Like, you still need to have some knowledge of what looks good, how things work. So I can imagine like a professional animator having very strong like AI tools. He will be able to do like insane things very quickly, very fast. And I'm not a professional animator by any chance. Like, I haven't even give it a try. I took a couple of animation classes in university, but I haven't like sit down and actually got something like, I haven't put enough effort into it. For example, the feet, they can never slide. This is a very big no-no in animation. You don't want the feet to slide. And I was trying to give it like a little movement, but I messed up right there. Also, the rig is not the greatest, and there's some stuff. I mean, making the thing with The Last of Us is it's not so much the absolutely amazing assets they had and the absolutely amazing technology they had, but it's the experience of the artist to make things look realistic. Because to make something look realistic, it's not only grabbing a megascan and putting it there. It's like actually being able to gather enough reference and understanding that reference to make something look cool. For example, here I'm trying to make like an industrial environment, but I'm not referencing myself enough, so this looks it doesn't make sense, and that's the magic of The Last of Us, because things make sense, and that's why the environments look so immersive, because you actually believe that they could exist, and that's something very hard to achieve. Like, you need to just practice a lot and use reference is something that I don't do a lot, to be honest. It's a big problem in university. Like, I had this professor who said that if you don't use reference, I mean, your work will never look right. And that's the thing. You kind of need to you need to copy. Like a good artist, he knows how to copy. And the funny thing about copying references and images is that no matter how hard you copy things, you will never get them 100% right. But in that range of it's close enough, you will get very cool things, and then you will modify them and make them your own. So yeah, that's something I need to do more. Definitely, I saw a video about using reference a couple of days ago, and it just really made me think about The Last of Us is absolutely amazing. Like, I mean, yeah, it's just, it really feels amazing. Like, you can really believe that you are in there. That feeling of immersion that you get, it's very hard to achieve. Like, very hard. That's why sometimes people say, oh, but now with megascans you can just do things super fast and easy. No, it's not that easy. Like, making an environment from megascans and really achieving something believable, it requires some understanding of um, I don't know how to call it, but of of space, of everything. You know, you need to really know what you're doing. To achieve something like that. Let's see. I need to flip this on. I really need to flip this to the other side, I guess. Yeah, and what I'm making now, it's like a sci-fi industrial environment, but I do need to reference myself on actually how industrial areas look like to make things make sense. Split Fiction. Is that the latest game from is that the huh oh yeah, this is the indie game. Very cool stuff. Oh, I like this a lot. I like this a lot. Nice. I do want to have some creatures in like glass cylinders and stuff. That's awesome. You see, like, this is the magic of environment art. Like, they have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 props, and they make the whole thing. You know, you don't really need to have little rocks here. You don't need to have like little bunch of little things. Like, they make like a whole space with so little. This is what I really want to achieve. You know, like, it's just enough to make the space feel complete. Here we do have more stuff. Yeah, it feels more crowded, but also that space to breathe is important. achieving that balance between empty space and crowded space. Nice. Definitely take some time. Age of Barat trailer once. Age of Barat. Let me check that out before I forget. Wow, this looks like some God of War stuff. That's very cool. Oof, look at this cave. Wow. Oh, it has a mouth right there. There's like a swampy environment. Cool. Looks like some dark. How do you call that one? The Wukong one, the Dark Myth Wukong. Yeah, I bet this is single player. This is very awesome because like these games, wow, that looks like the Street Fighter character. Damn, that's awesome. Yeah, so solo games are so nice because they can really push like graphics to the maximum. Nice, very nice. Whoa, that's amazing. It has like this Indian vibe. That's very cool. Oh, you can play multiplayer? Wow. That's amazing. That's super cool stuff. Nice. Appreciate the reference. Gonna check it out. With more attention. Okay, so let's see, how can we fill this space a little bit? Yeah, I was watching that video. Very cool stuff. I love how Lex just repeats everything that a team just said, like over and over, and you see like team's face, like, yeah, okay, I just said that, yes. It's so funny. I mean, what else can you? There's probably nothing you can tell team that he doesn't probably know. I have a 3080 NVIDIA RTX, a bunch of RAM, and a AMD Radeon. I always forget my specs. AMD Ryzen 9 5950 16 core. Not not the strongest PC, but good enough. Yeah, it's kind of nice not to have like it's a very good computer, but like it's nice not to have like the strongest thing, because it's also nice to have some limitations while making a game, because you do wanna have some restrictions. All right. Let's see. Okay, I wanna fill this space. I'm making a game. This is a this is an industrial sci-fi like water facility. Not sure exactly what's going on in there, to be honest, but this is the map. It's all unloaded, so you can only see the landscape for now. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. Trying to keep it unloaded so I can work on this area. This water shader comes from the Sci-Fi, the Sci-Fi jungle from KK Design. Epic Games gave it away a couple of weeks ago, maybe like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, something like that. Very awesome asset pack. Really like KK Design stuff. I've been playing with it a lot. I mixed the jungle with the desert, and also the PCG graph that it comes with. That's super awesome stuff. Alright, let's see if I can fill in this space a little. Wakes the Deep. Nice. I need to check it out. Okay, this ends right here. Okay. Okay, I do want this to be in the other floor. let's see. And I don't want this to be the same, so maybe we can have it here, just to add more complexity. Oh, moving this from such a far distance, it's a little difficult. Okay, I'm gonna clean up the interior in a little bit, trying to go back to the block out. Let's just place some things and make this space feel a little bit more complete. Okay, I do want a couple of stairs. Nice, the centerpiece, and then we're gonna get all the bottom. Here I also want to have like a lot of things that you cannot go straight. No, I haven't released any games. I actually my first job after university. I went to Germany for an internship, and then I got a freelance job from that studio. I went back to Costa Rica, and I got a job for 1 year for working as a blockout artist. So I was doing like a lot of the gray boxing for levels and stuff. I did that during 1 year, and then I did a lot of freelance doing like world building and environments, props, stuff like that. And then I got a how do you call this? I got a job in a publicity agency making renders for 3D vehicles. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm making this project for fun, trying to make a what is this? I thought yeah, I'm trying to make like a simple game using the RPG engine, which comes with a lot of functionality. Yeah, the main goal is to be able to walk around this environment with maybe two more players. Okay, definitely. I think here we're gonna change it up. My feet always gets numb. But yeah, I'm more of a like 3D generalist. That's why what I went to university for. and I've been focusing in environment, so that's kind of like my main strength. Right now I'm doing a lot of world building, kind of like putting things together, like building Legos kind of thing. For example, these pieces here, I didn't model this, but I did the kit bashing, right? Like all these are different models that I put together. Also with these kind of towers here, I also put them together. And once in a while, I do make stuff from scratch, not totally from scratch. For example, these trees here, which I think I'm probably gonna move to another place. I made them with the plant factory, and I used some materials I had and some plants I had, and kind of like integrated those together. And these trees, I think I'm gonna push them somewhere else. Yeah, I think they're gonna go somewhere here with this. Oof, I can really feel the difference in frame rate. That area is too heavy. For example, these wooden structures, I also kit bashed them together. I didn't make the wood pieces, but I did change the textures and added like little plants and stuff to them. So it's kind of like I've been putting things together. Yeah, this area feels very heavy. Maybe because that water shader, I think it's also heavy. Yeah, optimization. Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna get this area to a nice state, and I think I'm gonna focus on gameplay, because I'm afraid I'm adding like too much to the environment, like too much. Don't wanna make this game very heavy. It's very hard to generalize, but I feel like most people nowadays, they have at least a NVIDIA 2000. Like it's kind of, I don't want to generalize, but most gamers, like people who play a lot of games in PC, I think most people might have a NVIDIA 2000, and I think you should be able to run this in a 2000. If maybe not at the highest video settings, but I think yes, it is a shooter. The RPG engine comes with okay, here I want to build something that, like, some kind of structure that occludes the player, so you need to walk around and shoot guards. Here I want to have these guards. This is like an RPG survival where you can like have skills and level up and craft and do all that crazy stuff. There's a lot of functionality to this RPG engine template. It's very cool. Kind of like, this guy is dry, like he never seen water in his life. Like, we need to make him a little bit more glossy, more shiny, because he's going to be in a wet environment. Also, this toad is super dry. I need to work on the roughness map. The eyes are super nice, super shiny, but the skin and the leather, it looks like it came from the desert. It also has stealth mechanics. It has so much, like, it's overwhelming, like, actually, the amount of things that this template has. That's why I need to just start actually building the game, because I can just spend forever in the environment. You can keep adding details and details, and the whole goal of this is to make a pretty environment, yes, and like a detailed environment and stuff, but also I want to work on the interactive part of things. So yeah, I'm gonna get this area and focus on the gameplay, start making tests, and see if I can make my first build. It's called RPG Engine. Let me get it for you here. Yeah, it's super awesome. It's getting a lot of updates, like a lot of updates. The developer is really pushing it hard. That's mostly the main reason I haven't updated yet, because there's like an update once per week or something, so I'm like, should I wait for it to get more updates and then update the project? But at the same time, it's like, I mean, it's gonna keep getting updates, so might as well just get it. If not, I will just wait forever. Yeah, it's gonna be very nice, because I guess when I start like working on the game mechanics and stuff, maybe that's not the right term, because I already have the game mechanics, like, you know, working on the quest and like the actual content. Then I will actually start thinking about the areas and reworking the environment to fit what I need. But for now, I think I have like a super huge sandbox to play around. Nice. Bunch of catwalks everywhere. Oof. Oh. Okay, let's just push this a little bit faster. Oh, this is buggy. Okay. So many materials, so many material slots. We need to bake this. That's not very good. Wow. Come on, let me access this. Wow. There's a better way to assign materials. Need to check that shortcut. Then we can add more stuff. Okay. Yeah, let's just keep adding stuff. Probably not meant to be like that, but okay. The question is, can I push this against the wall? Oh, you know what will be cool? To walk underneath these pipes. Can I push them down? No, there's some kind of collision in there. Oh, they're kind of like touching the ground already. It looks like they're floating, but they're actually not. Yeah, it would be very cool actually if I can get this to move like here. And also have some kind of connection from here to there. then we can have some kind of pipe in the center. Okay, this allows for a lot of interesting areas to hide and move around. I know I have some pipes. The problem is that I imported these pipes in as one piece, and it's called pipe set or something like that. There you go, pipe set 1 to 11. Okay, let's see what we got here. I think they're gonna be huge. Oh, actually they're not so... yeah, they're huge. Okay, let's see what we got here. Cables, very cool. Not for now. Okay. Okay, we got these ones. These ones. These flat ones are super cool. We got that. Very cool cables. Okay, we got these. Flat cables. Okay, let's get rid of that. Nope, we don't want that. We want something with like bolts and stuff. Kind of like this. This is actually like a not really what we need. It looks like bathroom pipes. And cool cables, and these ones, and these ones. This is kind of close, and this not a big fan of this one for now. Yeah, let's use this one. So here, okay, I'm gonna okay, let's see the scale. Okay, copy, paste. Okay, they're meant to be super small. Okay, so no problem. I want the straight pipe here, so I'm gonna make a copy of this, duplicate. Then I'm going to go to modeling, model, polyedit, attributes, generate polygroups from connected trees. Perfect. Then I want to, the pivot point is right where I need it. Awesome. Let's just delete everything I don't need. Sweet. Come on, modeling mode, why is it taking so long to exit? And yep, we don't modify the original. Save. Now I can grab this one, copy the location, paste the location, go 45, and let's see if we can actually put it there. Thus it's not the same kind of pipe. But let's see if we can make it work. Okay. Cool. Can I rotate this? Maybe like this. Hey, thank you for the follow, Nate. Here, I'm just gonna use the same material. Then we can actually add different stuff. Okay, we need another pipe here that goes to the wall. That'll be cool. The question is, how can we make this snap to the right? Point. Something like that. Okay, this one goes over there. It has these pipes blocking here. Okay. If I put it the other side. Okay. Maybe we can have less of this. Okay, maybe we can get rid of those ones. Push this one to the center. And get rid of those two. Push this one to the center. And then we can connect all of these. It blocks a little less the view. I think it works. Okay, let's see how it goes. is it going to work for this? These pipes are not the same kind, but maybe we can make it work. Okay. Okay, kind of feels part of it. And I think we got a nice module. This we can like make a group and just duplicate. Okay, kind of feels right. Nice. Good enough. Now I want to connect these ones to the wall. This wall might have a catwalk there, so let's see. Okay, gonna get this one. I need to align with this. And I need to make it huge. Like this. Okay. Goes below. Okay. I guess we might need to push this down a little. It doesn't feel right. To push it down. Okay, the other solution is scale a little bit. Just enough. So this one, I also need to calculate the the catwalk, so it should be around somewhere there. It makes the stairs way too small. That's the problem. I think he can walk in there. A little bit small, but yeah, I think it's good. I mean, we're gonna have like drones kind of like operating this thing, so I don't it's always nice to make stairs and ladders make sense. You know, you don't want something too small, too big, just to keep the scale as believable as possible. But I don't think we're gonna use that ladder. And I think this, what happens if I make it? No, it needs to be smaller. We're gonna stretch it a little bit too much. There's no bolts or anything that indicates stretching, so I think we might get oh yeah. That's a problem. Well, another solution is, yeah, just kind of like whoop. Yeah, I think that feels better. So let's copy this scale. All right, cool. So now we have where to hide. We have something overhead here, another overhead there, looks interesting. We have a nice side view here. That's not gonna be floating there, so kind of cool, and it really adds a lot of detail to the whole thing. That's a nice module we can just repeat and repeat and repeat, but we need to make a couple modules like that, so it gives more variation. And this texture, this repeating texture, I need to fix that. There's a tutorial I need to check to see how we can blend that a little better. Alright, it's been almost 3 hours of streaming. The room is very hot. Oh. But we are moving forward. We are getting some progress. That's cool. Oh, we have no collisions here. Oops. We got some collision issues. It's okay. Just gonna make it complex for now, just to be able to walk. This might be the problem, because this was a set of pipes and I cut it into just one, so the collision from the other pipes is remaining there. And I think we have only 3 pieces here. Cool. Let's double check. We need to simplify that collision for sure. Yeah, this is gonna look so nice with all the lights I'm gonna add. And already giving me some Metal Gear vibes. It does take a while to load. Thanks, Nico. Yeah, I'm pushing this this environment to see. Hopefully, yeah. It's kind of hard to estimate, but I do wanna have this environment, like at least you know, the walkable areas and stuff. I don't want to add enemies or guns right now, because I'm going to just get distracted. Off stream, it looks like the same time to change mode and start playing. It does take a while, yes. It is. It takes a while, around 30 seconds or something. It is slow. That's because I have a lot of other things loaded in the level, and I need to work with the data layer so we can only load what the character is going to use. For example, when I come into this a water facility, I need to unload the rest of the map, everything. For example, now we have a bunch of vegetation and rocks and stuff way far away from there that I don't need to load. We have a river going down here, some caves that I don't need to load. So as soon as the character walks in here, we need to turn off the data layers that are not going to be loaded. That way the computer can breathe a little bit. Nice. Nice, I really like this. These pipes, these catwalks also, I need to make them... Oh, that's very small. We do need to make them double. That's very tiny. I don't... Yeah, can... This character is too big for this. No, don't fall. No. Oh, damn it. I think I have no way to go back there. Yeah, these stairs are absolutely terrible. I think we need to add an in-between there. Oof, this is totally off-scaled. This platform, not really working that well. Oh, crap. I think I won't be able to... Oh, no. Okay, yeah. I need to think about that. What happens if the player goes down? We need a stair that goes back up. oof, I can really feel these assets are just too heavy. Mhm. Also, the amount of material slots they have, probably that's also an issue. This place will need some serious optimization. Alright, I think I'm gonna make a couple more modules and keep like just trying to like fill in the space a little bit more. I wanna add some lights and stuff. Wow, this ended up being like very big compared to what I had in mind. Do need to make it smaller. I mean, not make it smaller, but like really fill in the space. I think double catwalks feel very nice. Yeah, this is too small. And also all the structures that go underneath. Oof, yeah, there's some stuff that is off, a little bit off. I do need to have like a control center, some kind of like, I see some intersection here. And here, I think we might need to make this just a little bit smaller. And the weather is just too intense. Let's make it just cloudy, overcast, for the lights to shine a little more. Okay, so we got this thing. This is a nice module that I think that we can repeat to this side. Then I want to make more modules like that. This is the cool thing about industrial spaces, that you can just really repeat a lot. It would be nice to merge these. I can merge it or make it into a level instance. The problem with level instances is that I cannot flip them. Hey, how's it going? So I think and also the problem with merging is that you cannot modify much after merging. It's like the final step. Because it will be very nice if this is symmetrical, so it kind of like And also it will be nice to make it snappable, so it just snaps. Yeah, so with this I think I can really cover a lot of space. I'm gonna make it a group. Again. This is kind of strange. When you have a group, you are able to change from object to world position, but when you duplicate it, it kind of like gets baked. So kind of like you need to put it on straight, and then you duplicate, and then you can actually rotate and go back to object and world. Kind of want to see how this looks here. Let's make it a little bit more. So this one ends a little bit. It is like around there kind of thing. Somewhere here. Wondering, can we push two of them here? Oh, not really. Does not allow me to. Without blocking this entrance. Then we have this issue where this one is completely in. It's a little bit thinner. Can we get it close enough? These pipes. It will be very nice for this to connect. Something like that. It does look like it's floating. I might just push it down, to be honest. Nice, 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 nice. A lot of pipes. I think this one does not go very well in there. Oh, this is the separate version. Okay. Maybe having these two together. Yeah, I think it feels better. let's group this one. Not with the character. I think we got it. I always like to hide my groups just to make sure that I selected what I needed to. Nice. And I need to make smaller modules with the other pieces. I have a bunch of pieces, like a lot of stuff. So now it looks very repetitive. All this, I think we should probably start changing some of these materials to see if we can like match a little bit. I have another material that might look very cool here. Let's get this one here. And for the metal, I think this one might look very nice. Mossy and slippery, okay. Level instant, I mean, where is it? Level edit. Oh, this is not a level. It's merged. So yeah, let's just find it here. Let's start changing some of these. Right there. Boop. Oh no, the material has opacity. Oh, okay. So yep. Which is I'm not sure if this is very good for nanite. We have a opacity mask, so let me just make a duplicate and modify the original. Let's see if we can make it a little bit greener. Not sure if I will be able to. Make it greener since it's just black and white kind of thing. Yeah. I think let's just go into Photoshop and give it like a green tint. Maybe something like that. It would be nice to give it some mossy texture. Might not be a good idea because it might not tile properly. Do I still have it around here? Let's see. This probably not. Might be the moss I need. The problem with this is that I'm killing all the alpha layer. Damn, I haven't used Photoshop in a while. Can I make it like straight black and select the thing? Kind of like come here and Control Shift I and delete, so we get the alpha layer. I think that works. Yeah, this might not tile very sweet. Let's do the same thing. Nope, just normal magic wand. Something tell me that the moss is not gonna look very sweet. This color also, I kinda wanna make it anyways. Let's see what happens. Looks greener. With some stains in there. Kind of works. This, to be honest, it might need to be replaced. Hey Tiger, how's it going? This is a sci-fi survival RPG. I have this template called the RPG engine, and so far I'm making a cool environment where I can like walk around with with a couple of players. Um Most of the map is unloaded. Um, Here in the desert, I have a bunch of things that are not loaded now. But it comes with a lot of functionality. It's a shooter RPG, so there's a lot of stuff you can do, like modify weapons. You have a skill tree. You can craft items, make quests. There's a lot. But for now, I'm trying to finish this area, the industrial area, and then I will jump into making the content for the game, which, because the mechanics are basically made. They also obviously need a lot of like work and stuff, but yeah, I really want to get this area done, and then start with the actual content and game mechanics. Okay, let's see if we can make this a little bit greener. I appreciate it. It's just a bunch of marketplace free assets and stuff I've been collecting. It's going to be a big challenge, to be honest, to make this optimized and actually playable. So I really need to jump into actually testing and like getting up. It's not brightness what I need, it's a brightness curve, so I can make it darker. Oh, that looks kind of cool. Let's see, maybe too dark. But yeah, so far I will be very happy if I can get 3 or 4 players together to just walk around the environment. That'll be awesome. Looks a little bit too mossy. Let's see. Oh, this is not grouped. Okay. Okay, I need to modify this one. Groups lock. Let's get it here. Nice. Just making things. Yeah, some of these are not placed right, but it's okay. We're gonna get that. Not so long. I think it's been like a couple of months. It's been a couple of months just making the environment. Let's see. Oh wow, it's super hot in here. I have 2 computers in this room, one for the stream and one for Unreal, and it just gets very hot. Mm, but yeah, it's coming together. This area, super happy with this area. Okay, these stairs are not supposed to be part of that group. Let's get them out. I think that's it. Yeah, this is gonna look super awesome when I start adding lights and stuff. Groups, remove from group, and then I can lock this, which is the main group. Nice. Now I can move this without affecting the rest. Oof, yeah, this is pretty heavy. Too many pieces. There's something about this color that I want to change. Want to make it less saturated. Nice. Blends in a little better. Okay, yeah, I need to keep making little modules like this. Need a catwalk to go down here. Need to make more modules like this so I can keep placing them. Continue with the catwalk, some stairs to go up, to go down. And basically we are using the same thing in this side. It's like symmetrical but flipped. So I think I can copy the whole thing and push it to the other side. That's gonna save a lot of time. And it still looks kind of different because it's not exactly symmetrical. Well, it's called Sci Wars from Sci Fi. I was just thinking of like the most generic name for it, so I just named it Sci Wars. Yeah, I already got my Steam page. It's not public yet because I don't have a build yet, but I'm gonna put it for free just as a learning experience. Just wanna. The main goal is to make like a very cool environment and make it like playable. Because I've made like a nice, you know, let's say like nice pictures, right? But I want to make something interactable. That's what I wanna try. All right, it's 3 hours 30. Oof, I'm too hot. I need to take a shower. I'm gonna finish this catwalk here, and I think I might be able to duplicate this down. Yeah, really wanna push this environment because I spent a lot of time making this toad character thing that I was not really supposed. Oh, okay, that green looks very strange. Oh, not sure about that green. Need to make it darker. And it's too shiny also. We don't need to make it so shiny. It's funny because this is not 100% aligned. It's oh, it's funny. But again, it's gonna be very hard to notice. And this one snaps very nicely to 50. Nice, I'm just gonna finish this little thing here. Yeah, once you get like nice pieces, like nice prefabs, then you can just duplicate and really arrange them in very nice ways. So it goes a little faster. No. I appreciate it. Have a great night. I'm going to stretch this out, and I'm going to get this one. This is so weird, like it's nicely aligned here and then it goes up a little. Yeah, these modular pieces I made definitely need some work. Next time I'm gonna just push them into an empty level and really test them, because in the long run it just helps to align things faster. What? Okay. Yeah, this corner piece, I'm not really sure how it's designed, like what's the logic behind snapping this one. There must be a logic behind that piece. it just feels out of place. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna look very cool. It's gonna be like a whole labyrinth of catwalks. The problem with that is that I need cover. I do need cover, because if I'm gonna have my ranged enemies here, I mean, they're gonna shoot through everything. So I do need to make it thick enough, wide enough, so I can actually have some boxes cover, and that'll be very cool. I think those could go a little bit out like this. Okay. Yeah, it's coming together. A little bit slower than I expected, but it's picking up speed. Need to keep applying those techniques of making groups of things and then just repeating. Okay, let's see this group. Oh, it's not grouped. The other way to do this is placing all the corner pieces and then just snapping, getting the rest, because the corner pieces are the ones that are just the hardest. So I think I might just get them in place and then just duplicate the horizontal ones. Nice. The good thing is that I already have the structure, the main structure, the skeleton. So I have like these super huge walls, the main centerpiece, and from here I'm gonna like branch out, get all the catwalks around, all the stairs to go up and down, and I need control centers. Then I can maybe add more towers. But yeah, I think it's gonna look very cool. Need to cut this plant down. Maybe 10 units. The problem is that if I push that out, yeah, I need to be careful with this. I cannot really push them out because I do need this to end right in there so it can like actually snap. So I think if I push out, here I need to compensate. Don't really want to be stretching pipes like this, but as long as it's just a little bit, it's not gonna be noticeable. And that's the funny thing about environments. Like if you're playing like Warhammer 40k or something, that it has like beautiful, huge, super detailed environments, you're just gonna glance at them for a couple of seconds and then continue with the gameplay. So it's kind of funny. But if you don't have them, it just looks terrible. It just feels terrible. It's very funny. But it's a combination. It's about everything. It's about the whole experience. Yeah, this triple pipe feels a little bit too much. Like, gives me these kind of like Dead Space vibes. Reminds me of the helmet. Alright, cool. Yep. It's time to take a little break. And hopefully I should probably do another stream just to push this. Yeah, if I work very smartly, I might be able to get the catwalks, the pipes going, and at least have this like the block out, meaning that I will be able to traverse. Yeah, I know Mixamo. I've used it a couple of times, but to be honest, I haven't used Godot, the Godot engine. Not sure how you pronounce it. I use Unreal, so I'm not really sure. How that works, but definitely there must be tutorials. There must be a tutorial on how to get Mixamo characters in Godot. Oh, nice. This is looking nice, little by little. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it here and go take a break. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.